Well, Allison, meanwhile, the region's largest Christmas tree farms, they are opening for the season this weekend. But what impact did that extremely hot and dry summer have on them? 4029's Robert Suhr went to Pea Ridge to get some answers.
Come to the Wonderland Tree Farm in Pea Ridge this holiday season, and you're sure to see plenty of this. These are irrigation lines because owners tell me they didn't see rain here for over 2 months this summer, and they had to scramble to do everything that they could to save the trees for this holiday season.
As you drive around town and you see a lot of landscape trees that are orange and crispy, that could have been our whole farm.
It's no shock this past summer was a dry one. Looking at meteorological summer, which runs June 1st to the end of August, XNA only saw measurable rain 20% of the time and finished nearly an inch below average. And that lack of water has a big impact on pine trees, like the ones we plan on decorating this holiday season. I swung by the Wonderland Tree Farm in Pea Ridge and spoke to co-owner Jill Babb, who tells me they had to pull out all the stops this summer.
When we first had the farm, we did have irrigation, drip irrigation throughout, and we ended up pulling that up and just went with tractor sprinklers for a while, but it really just got to be too much. So this year, Martin started laying back down the drip irrigation, but it was definitely a full-time job. We tied 2 wells together and ran day and night to save the farm.
She adds most of the trees handled the heat and dry conditions okay, but they did lose a lot of seedlings, and most trees will be a little shorter this year by up to a foot. If it's a pine tree that can grow in Arkansas, chances are Wonderland has it. But there are some trees, like Fraser firs, they have to get from other parts of the country, and drought conditions there also created a challenge.
Our grower canceled every farm but 3 in the whole nation, and she kept us on, so we're very lucky to get ours. We would take a second truckload in a heartbeat, maybe even a third if we could get them, but she's just at this point, you know, they're having a shortage nationwide as well.
And the fact Wonderland has plenty of trees ahead of Saturday's big open is great news to their loyal customers, like Kristen Cole of Fayetteville, who's been making the trip to Wonderland for decades and tells me they'll get a tree no matter what the cost or size.
It doesn't matter because we love it so much and it's Christmas. So we will find a tree, even if it's a little tiny Charlie Brown tree, we will get a tree from Wonderland Tree Farm because we love it so much.
And guys, the owners here tell me that they expect to sell between 700 and around 1,000 trees this holiday season. And the best piece of advice that they give to the public if they're coming out here is, well, get here sooner rather than later. In Pea Ridge, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.
All right, good tips, Robert.